So as I was saying that the last time we got introduced to Groovy, today what we are going to do is that we are going to use that Groovy script that we learned last time, and we'll try to do some automation. I mean, it will be continuation of the work we did last time. So as I did last time, I launched my Eclipse here. So this is what, 1 second. Okay, so I actually don't need this for now. I'll close it. So this was my uh, Eclipse. I use my Eclipse to launch my web service, right? So let's launch it. Right click, run as Java application. So I'm getting my web service started. This is our demo web services, a very simple one, which we install locally on our machine. Okay, so let's see that service is up and running. Okay, so service is up and running. Then what I did is, and this we have done a couple of times already. So I have a project created, and in that project I specified my WSDL as the WSDL of this particular service, right? So far here, till this far we are good, isn't it? We have done this a couple of times. Yes, no, everyone, can you please acknowledge on the chat maybe? Yeah, so we are going to continue from here onwards, right? Now today we are going to use our knowledge of what I should say, Groovy scripting, and then uh, we are going to write our uh, automation script to perform what we were trying to do manually. Okay, so I hope you have your Eclipse launched and Groovy, sorry, SOAP UI. If not, please do that. I will wait for you to get it launched so that we can try it together. Uh, Anamika, Pallavi, Smita.
Yeah, it's downloading.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay. Pallavi, I hope it is running for you as well. Okay. So yeah, so while it is downloading, Anamika, I will start to continue with the session, and once you are ready, I'll help you. Okay. So first of all, what you have to do is, I mean, you have a test case, you have a test suite, right? And under the test suite, create a uh, test case, and let's call it script. So I have already done that. So if you want, if you can go here, new test. Sorry, I'll create a test case and I'll call it script 2. Right, this is any test case. I mean, you could have given it any name of your choice. So I have given it script 2, right? Because I'm going to write Groovy scripts here. Under that, go to test step and say add step, and there will be an option to add Groovy script, right? So I'll call it Groovy script 1, right? So please let me know if you are able to come up till here, all of you.
Naresh, so we'll create a new project with SOAP automation
Oh
name.
no,
Earlier we were using demo.
no. So you can use demo also. There is no need to create a new project altogether.
Okay.
It's your wish, but you can the one we were using already. There is no need to actually create a new project. Take the existing demo project. Under that suite, there will be a suite. In that, create a test case. Call it a script or whatever name you want to give it. So I'm calling it script 2.
Okay, so I have created a script, and after that, what was next?
Yeah, so I'm still waiting for others also to do.
Okay,
So
sure.
Pallavi, you have done. Yeah. Now what you will do is, once you are done with this, you can create a Groovy script. There will be a blank file like it. Once you double click it and open it, so as you will see, there are a few parameters on the top right here. If you will see, Anamika, there is a parameter script is invoked with log, context, and test runner on the top right. Can you see? Yeah.
Yeah, I can see, but I didn't create it. So,
Okay. So yeah, that will be generated by default for you. It is not
okay.
something that you create. Okay. So now let's start writing some coding in this script file, Groovy script. So this is like a command, like a Java command. We have slash slash here also. This is a current command. So using log. So log means this particular log. So if I say log dot info, and here I can say I'll say welcome to ROVRCRIPT, right? And I will try to run it. So I should get this output here. Welcome to Groovy script. So can you all please try it and let me know if it works fine for you? Done, Anamika, Pallavi, Smita, are you able to launch your Eclipse?
I actually am trying the Neon 3 also, but no success. And the other download is going on.
Okay.
Naresh, this photon takes a lot of time to start.
Yes, it takes time actually.
Okay. Because I've started it like 5 minutes back and it's still not showing the workspace or anything.
Okay, what you do is you still launch this Groovy and still start typing this. Okay, one second. What I will do is show me where is your previous. Quickly share your screen.
Yeah.
And once again, I am repeating this. Please, let's keep all these issues for off outside session. I have told you you can contact me on weekdays as well. Otherwise, it's difficult to make progress. Pallavi, you are facing problem.
Yeah, this one is fine. Like photon is not starting. Okay, it started. Okay, fine.
So you have to open that project in Photon now. Okay, go to that path and open it. Fine.
Yeah, fine. Okay, fine.
Stop sharing.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you, Smita? Smita.
Hello?
Yeah. Is it
Yeah, no, it's not done yet.
okay? Share your screen quickly.
Okay.
And for these problems, please contact me on weekdays. Okay, Smita, Pallavi, and others. Otherwise,
Yeah.
in live session, it takes. I have to keep other people waiting. Share your screen, please, quickly.
Yes. It
Okay.
just finished downloading.
Okay, forget all that. Show me the location. Did you share the whole screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So view downloads. Okay.
Uh, can you open a window explorer? Okay, I'm seeing your screen only. Okay, just a minute. Where is the location of your project where you copied that project which you
Uh,
downloaded?
it
Go
should
to
be on
that.
E drive.
Go
You
there.
mean the Groovy project?
No, the Eclipse project. Which
Oh, it's in the downloads folder still.
go there.
Is this the one? Smart photo editor trial? No, one sec.
I'm asking that uh, web service you downloaded, right? The one which you right click and start as a web
Oh,
service.
that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, yes. Open that.
E drive. These are my projects.
Yeah, just wait 1 minute now. Wait. You don't, okay.
The download is also complete. Put on download.
Your Java is not installed properly. Okay, you then open this project. So in your download which is done, open this directory. You know how to open, right? Open an existing
Yeah, project
and
file.
choose this directory.
Okay.
Okay. We stop sharing the screen. Okay, now what we are going to do is I'm going to show you how to now do some automation with what you have studied. So log, so this is basically generating some log. It is like in Java video system.out.println, right? Similarly here. So I'm going to go back to my original project, which is this project. So don't worry, it's all same. So I'm going to create a script here. I'll call it Groovy script live session, right? So it's all the same what we just did, but I'm coming back to my original project. So I will go here and then let me once again run it and verify that it is working fine. Yes, it is working fine. Now, now we are going to use some of this parameters context and test runner to perform some automation. So what I'll do is, first of all, I'll say I want to display this value, for example. So suppose this is my test case, is my script, and here I have defined a property, right? Script underscore ID. So if you will remember, when I was adding, if I go to my test case, let's say maybe this one, this is how I used to uh, access that attribute, right? Dynamically, if I wanted to do this. Yes, I hope you people remember. So I'll copy this format. I'll go here. I'll put it here. Now in this case, I'm in which test case? Script. Is there a property available? Yes, script underscore ID. So I'll replace it with script underscore ID, SCRIPT underscore ID. Right. So this particular attribute I have defined dynamically in the current test case, which is this script here. So this is what I want to display. So now I'll say log.info. Okay, and here I will say co context and text dot expand, and in brackets in single quote I'll copy and paste this value. I'll cut and put it here. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is basically is that a attribute which I had defined a custom property which I defined at the test case level, I'm accessing it here in my Groovy script, right? So let's try to run this script again. Can you see the value as 1000 coming here? Right, guys, girls? So this is how we get This is, so Anamika says yes. Others, can you see my screen and the value? Can you please quickly try this? So what you have to do is, in that project label, go to custom, create a script, okay, wherever you have that Groovy script in the same place. So test case, so this is, I'll ping it to you if you don't have it. So I will ping this on the chat. Please take it and replace it with the the property that you have defined. In my case, it is script underscore ID.
Harish, can I share my screen for a moment because I could see the download completed, but
Yeah, share.
yeah, I'm a little confused. Okay.
It is still going on, right? It's showing.
I don't know, like it.
Go open the
Is
folder,
it?
download folder.
Yeah, maybe it's still.
Click on that open folder.
Mhm.
It is still downloading, right? It's
Mhm.
showing
Yeah.
the progress in the Chrome browser.
Yeah, and for some reason, there is a simultaneous
Wait,
service to stop this, right? In one thing.
you know where is your Java installed?
Yeah,
Show me that location.
it's on the C drive only.
Show me what is the location? Where in C drive? Wait, wait, wait. Oh, it will. Oh, no, I can't do it like this. Smita, your Eclipse is still not up. That
Neon,
the other one, early,
photon.
no, the earlier one.
Let me try again.
Yeah, please try that. Click it 2-3 times.
Mhm.
I will not.
Let me just close all this. Oh God, exit. I don't know. Can I stop? this, I don't know, for some reason it is still downloading the neon here. Can I pause this? Is that okay?
Yes, you.
And yeah, broccoli. Let's go back to.
Okay, you just try this. Try it two,
Yeah.
3 times. Yeah, stop sharing your screen. I will continue. Okay, so as I was saying, so this is, I hope all of you have tried this, right? Now, context is the current context of the of this Groovy script. What you can also do is you can say context dot, you can define an attribute my property equal to, you can give some value, new value, maybe you can define this. And so this is like some kind of a Java code where you're defining, where there was a context, you are defining a new property. After that you can say log.info. If you go ahead and try to display this, if you right click and sorry run it again, so you can see new value, right? Can you please quickly try this? So basically I'm defining an attribute and also displaying that attribute. So can you please quickly try and let me know? Right, Anamika, Pallavi? Yeah. Others, Pallavi and Anamika, I hope you have tried. This is a very simple one. It should not take much time. Okay. So then now what we are going to do is, now we are going to do the real scripting and accessing some of the attributes of the test cases using this. So if you will see, we have seen log, we have seen context, then what is this test runner? So test runner is an attribute with the help of which we can pretty much access all the values within the test case, in the suite, in the project and all that, right? So let me see how we can, or let's see how we can make use of test runner. So I'll just say log.info. Okay, here I'll say using tst runner, right? So I'll just display it as an output just to see everything is working fine. I can right click here and click all the logs for the now, for the time being, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'll say tst runner dot test case. So this test case, it will give me tst case. So currently I have gone to what, this script, right, Pallavi? Because this is the test case, script is a test case. If in that I say test suite, tst suite, I will go to this suite, which is this suite, right? Now on that test suite, if I want to fetch, let's say another test case, which is this one, so I'll say dot tst cases, and in this bracket I'll specify the name of the test case, which is which one, test case underscore add. So it is test underscore add. So I have reached up till this particular test case, right? And then on that I'll say, so if I go here, there is a property called test name, right? So okay, no, let's try this dot get. Sorry, I'll call it get. From this I'll say custom. There is an attribute called dummy. I'll say get get PROPERTY and in the bracket I have to specify what DUMMY. So what I have done is, from the test runner attribute which is provided to me in this Groovy script editor here, I'll say test case. So I go to script. Okay, from that I say test suite. I go to this suite. From the suite I say test cases. Test cases returns all the test cases. In that test case I will get the test case, which one, this test case underscore get, right? If I see this, in that there is a custom property dummy, okay, with a value val2. So I'll let me change here to something else, value of dummy, right? I'll call it value of dummy, and I'll store it in a def. I'll call it DUMMY, right? And then let's go and say log.info, and I'm going to display the dummy here, right? So let's see what happens. I will click on the run and run this script here. If I run it, can you see the value of dummy being displayed here? So I mean, we are going to use all of this eventually to put values in our SOAP request and uh, and uh, and see how we can basically use script to do the execution. Okay, so can you all please try this quickly, the test runner? So it is runner, test case, suite name, then test cases, the name of the test case you have to specify here, then you have to get the property. So make sure that at the test case level you define a custom property. So I'll ping this to all of you, just replace them with the attributes specific to your particular test case.
So Naresh, this test runner, is this an inbuilt function or it is defined somewhere?
Yeah, it is an inbuilt function provided in the editor.
Okay, so it's just calling.
Yeah,
In Java, we use a main class in test runner.
not exactly main. It's not like main. Like you have a log also, right? I just said log.info. I'll talk more about this in some time, but for now, just have so so I will explain this to you in some time with documentation also.
Okay.
Sandeep, are you also trying a word? You said you are in listening mode today. Yeah, okay, share your screen. one second, test runner, test case, suit. From the suit, you said test case space to get property value dummy. Yeah, run it. So it's no signature of method, line number 16. Uh, line number 16, def test runner. It's okay, just 1 minute. That is a not a that's a square bracket, Sandeep. It's not a circle bracket. Test cases. Can you just change the bracket? Yeah, the other one is fine. Yeah, now run it. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Stop sharing, please. Smita, I'm not sure if I can help you today because maybe we can connect later. For now, you will have to see what we are doing, Smita. I really don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah. Others also done. So I'm sharing this link with all of you on the chat window. Please bookmark it for future. So as I was saying, I mean these documents or these parameters are predefined parameters. So as you can see here, log is a standard log4j logger. I mean this is basically for sysout like we have. Context is a test case run context object holding context related properties. The main usage for this is to store the values that can be used in subsequent test steps or related scripts. For example, you could define a parameter and access that parameter, right? So that is the context, and runner is a test case runner object, which is the entry point to the SOAP UI API for accessing project items, right? So this is what you asked Anamika, right? Yeah. Yeah, Anamika, I hope it is clear to you. So I have shared the,
I asked this question.
yeah, I think so. Pallavi or somebody actually. Uh, so, so I hope now it has become clear to you what I was trying to say. So these are some of the parameters and why, and I've shared the link with all of you. Please bookmark it. Okay. Okay. So coming back now, next is okay. So next is, so we have been able to fetch a property from a test case, right? So I'm currently in the script test case and I was able to fetch the property from another test case. So basically how it goes is, if you, I mean, it makes quite a sense if I say now that this is the structure. So we have a project is there, then we have a suit is there, SUITE. Suit has your test case, right? Test case is there, and then step is there. So while you were here in the script, this is where you wrote your Groovy script, right? From here you went from this Groovy script, you went all the way up here, and then from here you came to suit test case, and from that test case you fetch a particular attribute which you define, a custom attribute, right? So this is the way we can traverse across the different suits test cases and fetch the attributes. So basically if I were to write a Groovy script here and I wanted to use a parameter which I had defined at project level or in another test case or another suit, this is the way I have just shown to you. We can access all those values, right? Now what we will do is, currently I have got a value, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'll do a setting of this value. So I'll again copy paste this here. I'll say set property value. Okay, now this time I'm setting with a new value. So I will say dummy is the name of the attribute and value is modified dummy, right? And after I do that, I will again try to fetch it. Uh, so let's fetch the value again, and I'll call it dummy2 and dummy2, right? So this should give me the updated and a modified value, right? So instead of get, I'm saying set. Since I'm setting, it is attribute name and the new value, and then I fetch that again by the same name and display dummy2. So let me run it and see what happens. So can you see modified dummy? Right, guys, girls, can you all please quickly try this? So set a value back to that attribute and see if you can then fetch it and also display it.
Naresh, I need help.
Yes.
I'm just stuck. Actually, that dummy, I think I missed one class, so I didn't created that. So
Okay, yeah, share your screen.
yeah, let me share. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, just 1 minute.
Okay. So let me. Okay.
So test case add. So you created.
So I was using add because I don't have that.
Yeah, so this is
So
test case add. This is the name of
add.
the test case. You go to custom property and this is the one you have defined, right? So this
Right.
is the test case underscore name. This replace this with tst cs underscore name. So you are
Yeah.
basically fetching this value and displaying that. So run it.
Yeah. Yeah. So if actually I have one more. Yeah. Sarani. Okay. And now you are saying that as a
Now
set.
set it back. Yeah, set it back with a value. So instead of get set, and it the value will get modified also.
Okay. So what is the syntax for that? So,
Well, I'll share my screen. You can show. That.
yeah. Sure. I will stop sharing. Okay. Yeah. Can you please share? Okay. So, okay. Got it. Okay.
And once you do that, you will also see that it is not that only here the value is displayed as modified, but here on the in the custom properties option on the left also the value is updated, right? Pallavi, can you see that?
Yeah.
Right. So basically, this is how I went to the another test case, right? But done, Anamika? Are you done?
No, just I need a little bit more time.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going on mute. So I'm
Yeah,
making the.
please. Okay, so Pallavi, are you done?
Yes.
Sandeep done? Okay, now what we will do,
Yes, I can.
okay. Done, Sandeep and others, can I continue?
Yes.
Okay, now now this is how we got a value from a different test case, or different test I should call, but we should also be able to get a script. So the current control, or the current script is here basically in this test case, right? Script. So we should be able to fetch values from the custom properties of this script also. So how do we do that? It is simple. We'll say, so uh, I will take this test case, right? So let me display this test case. So this is the current test case which I'm into, right? From that I can say get property value, right? And in that I can specify which property I want to get. So here it is script underscore ID. So I'll put here script, script underscore ID, and I'll say def script script underscore ID equal to, I mean, you can give any name. I'll call it underscore temp if you don't want to confuse with this. Then I'll say log.info, right? So this will fetch me the value from the current script or my current test case, right? And my current test case is this particular test case, right? Script. So let me try to run it. You will see the value of 1000 getting displayed here, right? Similarly, I can update it also. So as I just did get, I can say this dot set property value, set property value script. I'm modifying it to 2000, for example, right? And then again, I will try to get the value in another parameter. Let's say it is 2 and 2, and if I try to display it, I should be getting 1000 value as 2000 here, right? So this is how we fetch it for the current test case, which is where our script is. Can you please quickly try this?
Yeah, a double quote or single quote doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, either of them works fine.
Okay.
Done, all of you. This should be a copy paste actually of the previous one mostly.
I'm getting error actually.
Yeah, just share your screen.
Looks like some minor error. Just
Maximize that window.
yeah.
1 second. First, your set property line number. Which line number it is? Take 7. Set property value. Put
Is
the
it
value in double.
double quote? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I believe others are also done. Okay, now what we can also do is, as you are aware, or if not, we will try it out. So now, from the current, from the current test case, I can also get us. So that is the test case, right? From the test case, I will get test suite suite dot project. So this will give you the project here, right? So let me just say def of proj, right? And then log.info proj. So if I try to run this, let's see what happens. If I run this give me the Wisdel project, right? Now from this Wisdel project, what I can say proj dot get property value. This I can say, and if I go at the project level here, there is an if I go here, sorry, where is that? Here, yes, I have defined an attribute here at project level, ID, name, and age, for example. So get property value, I can say same thing which we did, we had done for other things. So I'll say project underscore ID, right? And I can say def p underscore ID equal to this, right? And then you can say log dot info p underscore ID. So basically, I mean, you can go either a project, one level of either one project. So in this diagram which I explained to you, right, you can go all the way up till project also, and then from project you can fetch the attribute. You can do it for test case, you can do it for the suit, right? So if I run this, you will see that it is displaying me ID as 200. Right? So this is just another way of fetching what I should say, the project details. So can you please try this quickly? Okay. What about others? So basically from the proj, you fetch that project underscore, sorry, get property ID, you have to say project underscore ID, right? So if you click on this arrow, it will give you the value. Right, guys? Everyone? Yeah. Now, I mean, you can as well, if you want to get the name description, I have not put any description here, but I'll say DESC for example. So you can fetch this attributes also. So let me, if I have to say, if you want to get the name of the project or description of the project, right? So I can say proj. Okay, let me take hold of this. Uh, so this, instead of getting, so these are for custom attributes. If it is a project property, you can say name, p underscore name, name and underscore name. Here you can say I will see, and you can display the name of the project, description of the project, right? So this way also you can access the attribute of a particular project. Okay, so these are the ways you can access various project properties as well, right? Now what we will see is all this is fine, but most important of all this is that we have to basically be able to work on the XMLs, right? I mean the request and the response, that is the main part of automation. So what I will do is, let me create a one more script which I'm going to call Groovy script. I'll call it -live session for XML, right? So let's work on this one now. Now, now till here we have seen. So where was that test case? Okay, so this much we had seen, right? Okay, this much we already know. So here what I am doing is on this I'm going to test case get. For example, this is my get this. Then on that I can say dot test steps, right? It can have multiple test steps. For example, in this case there are two test steps. One is soap request, another is soap request 2. So I'll say steps, and in the bracket I have to specify the name of the test step. So let's say in this case it is soap request I'm using, right? Now soap request, if it is soap request, I will type SOAP REQUEST. Okay, so I'll set def equal to REQ. So I'm basically currently in this particular uh, test step, right? Soap request. Now from this I can say REQ dot get get property ROPERTY VALUE, and which property value I want to get. I want to get this one. Where is that? PQ. Sorry, just 1 minute. Domain authentication enable. Get property value request. Where is the yeah? So this is the one of the property which I want to fetch, which is a request object, or rather a request property, right? So I'll fetch request. So I'll go here and I'll pass in the double quote request capital REQUEST, right? So that was a capital request. I'll show that once again to you. Here it was a custom property. Where is that? Capital R, right? I'll say def REQ request, right? And then I'll say log.info request, right? So let's display this. So first of all, let me click and see what is inside this. So I have this, this is the information I have, right? So let's just click on this particular file and run this. Let's see what comes out of it. So can you see that I have got that request file here, same request file which was underneath this test case. Under this test case, under this test step, I have got the request attribute and I have just displayed that for myself. Right, guys? So this is, please, can you please try this? I will ping it to you. Please try it out. Done, all of you?
Hey, Naresh.
Yeah.
I think, okay, so I don't have this test case get, and that's why I'm getting error.
No, so you,
Because,
whatever the name of your test case is, so in my case, it is
yeah,
test case add, right? So you have to, sorry. So this is the one I have used. So
yeah,
whatever
so,
is the name of your test case, any name will do.
yeah, but so for one of that, I don't have that custom attribute property created, so I think that's why I'm getting it.
There is no custom attribute here. All are show me your.
Okay, let me check what I have.
This is the under the test case. SOAP request is the name of the step, test step.
Yeah, I got that. This. Okay, so test. Okay.
Pallavi and Sandeep, are you done?
Yes.
Yes.
Anamika done? Done, Anamika?
I think I need help, but
Yeah.
if you want, you can continue.
Share, no, after the class, I will not be able to give time. Just share quickly. If it is a quick one, I'll resolve it now.
Okay. So can you see my screen? So
Yes.
I'm using this test case add.
So replace get with add first of all. Make it small case add. Yes.
Add.
Space. Yeah. Add is the fine. Your test step is fine. Yeah. From now, run it.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Stop sharing.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, this is how far we have reached. Now what I'm going to do is, like get is there, add is there, so I'm also, if I do it for add also, add, and here it is SOAP request 2, so then also I will get a different SOAP request which is like this, right? Currently it is 2200 NC. So if I go back here in my Groovy script, where is that? Here, right? So if I write, sorry, if I run it, you can see that now this time I'm seeing the different one with age, ID and name. So we can pretty much fetch the request attribute or custom attribute of all the test cases and test steps that we have actually defined. Now what I'm going to do is that now we are going to work on XML. Okay, so so let's go ahead and do a few things. I have defined some attribute at project level. So this is my project. Here I have custom properties ID name. So I'll make it, for example, 2000 NC, project name NC 1200, and project age, again I'll make 2000, right? So first of all, what I will do is, in order to fetch the individual attributes of this, we can do it like this, right? I'm not typing the whole thing again. This we have seen. So this is how we can get the project, test runner, test case, test suite, the project. This is the actual project, which is this top level project. So if I say name, for example, log.info project.name, so you will get to see the SOAP automation project, right? So this is the project. Now what I'm going to do is def, I'll go to custom properties, p underscore id equal to, so project dot get property property value, right? In which one I have to get here? I have to get project underscore ID, project underscore ID, right? So ID is there, and then name is there, and here I will say underscore name, and then age is there, underscore age is there, right? So I'll just display one of them, log dot info p underscore ID, right? So let's see if we get the ID. Yes, 2000 is the ID I'm getting. I'll clear all this. Now what I have to do is I have to take all these values and put it back in this XML file, right? So how do we do it? We will do it like this, because this is the script we are actually going to eventually execute. In order to do that, we have to perform one import. I'll talk about this import in details tomorrow by looking at API documentation, but I need one import for XML holder. XML holder is basically used to hold XML object. So I can create an object of, please mute yourself. Okay, so I will say this, I'll say def XML underscore holder equal to new of this, right? So this is my XML holder. In this, I'm going to put my XML file, right? Which is the file which we have just extracted, right? So in order to do that, just 1 minute. So this is actually my request object, or this is my XML file, right? Okay, so let me first of all comment this once again. If I comment this request is nothing but request underscore XML. I'll rename it as underscore XML so that we know what is what. So this is the actual XML file, right? So in the holder, this is a constructor. As I told you, we look at the documentation of this tomorrow. Okay, but there is an inbuilt constructor provided which accepts one of the argument as this particular XML file, right? So I will set this, and then after that, what I am going to do is this is a node object. Okay, so I think so we can even have a look at it now also. So let me go to the documentation of this one. I hope it is open. Okay, so if you Google this particular link, yeah, this is the documentation available. You can split it into frames if you want to, right? So this is your XML holder. This is the one which I have imported. Now if you will come down here, there is a constructor which accepts string argument. So this is the constructor I have made use of. This is the concept of Java or Groovy. So I have created an object of that, passed XML as an argument, right? Now it has few methods. So it will have set node value, right? Can you see this, Sandeep and others? So what I'm now going to do, I'm going to use this method XML holder, right? This dot set node value, VLUE, right? So what is the node? Node is the X path of a particular file, and value is the value. So this is my XML file. Let me copy this. Sorry, let me copy to the clipboard. So so this particular XML file which I have extracted or which I have displayed, okay, this XML file I have converted into or passed into XML holder, right? Now using this holder, I'm going to set a node value with a, this is the X path of that XPATH, and value is, well, whatever it is. So let me take this whole thing into my XPather to find the XPath, XPA, XPather, right? So I'm going to put all of this here, right? And this is what slash slash is slash body slash. So here I will put person argument slash this slash age, right? So this age gives me this particular age tag. I'll go back here. I'll put this XPath, and what is the value I want to give? This is the age, p underscore age, which I have got from the project level properties, right? So I will go and put this value here, right? So is it clear so far what I have just done, guys? I will let you try it, but are we clear on what I have just done? Yes? Yes, everyone?
Need to practice for
Yeah,
this.
I mean, I will let you try it, but did you understand what I did? I created an XPather XML holder. In that I passed that XML, okay? XML holder is an object which helps you alter the content of XML file, which we are seeing here, right? This XML file.
Okay. Okay.
So with this, when I say see, okay, this is the actual XML file which we are working on, right? So this is the XML file here, right? Which I got. Now on this, I put this in this whole thing. I put inside the XML holder, right? And using that XML holder object, I am traversing up till this particular element, right? And I'm changing the value of that. That is what I am doing.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
Sandeep? XML holder object has that XML, and then I say set node value. Which node value? That age. I told you about nodes when we were looking at XML. Node is a particular tag in a particular XML file, and on that I'm setting it with a different value, isn't it? Make sense now?
Okay.
Yeah. Same way I will do it for others. Others are, what are that? So they are age, ID, and name, right? So I'll make it ID, and name, right? And here it is, what is the p underscore ID, p underscore name, right? So I have updated the XML holder which contains the XML with newer values, right? So that is what I have just done so far. Now what I will do is, from this XML holder, let me get the value back. This dot, it has a get XML method XML. How do I know that it has XML method? If you will go back to the documentation here which I was showing to you. So what is the documentation I was showing? Yeah, this documentation I was showing. So once you say set node value, it sets the node value of what? It sets the node value of this XML holder object, which is XML holder. It also has a method called get XML, which will give you get XML, the updated XML file, right? So let me say log.info. So def modified underscore XML equal to this, and then I'll say log.info modified XML, right? And then if I run it, let's see what happens. Can you see that it has got updated with new values, Sandeep? 2000, 2000, and C 2000, which I'm fetching. So earlier it was 200 names and C and all that, right? Sandeep, can you see?
Yes.
Okay. So till now what we have done is, we have taken XML from test step, right? Put it in the XML holder, and then modified the values of XML holder, and then displaying the XML. So we have still not put it back to the, we have still to put it back to the the test step. Okay, so can you please try this out, all of you? So is it clear, first of all, what I have just done?
Yes.
Yeah, so what I will do is I'm going to ping this code to you. You have to import this. Okay, then you have to get a request. After you get a request from the project level, you fetch 3 attributes, 1 2 3, right? And here at the project level I have defined 3 attributes. I'm fetching that, I'm creating XML holder object, right? And I'm setting this. You have to give the proper X path of that node, and you will say set node value, and then when you say get XML, you are getting the modified XML. I mean, this is in this context. I still have to put it back to the uh, test step, which we will try tomorrow. Okay, so I'm pinging this to you. Please try it after the class. I have to wind up in next 3-4 minutes, but is it clear to you stepwise what we have done, all of you? Pallavi, Sandeep,
Yeah. Fine.
Anamika? Yeah, I'm doing it. I've put it on the chat window for you. Can you please take it and try it out? Sandeep, I hope it's clear. Smita, is it clear, the steps?
Yes.
Yes.
So basically what we have done is we have modified the XML so far, and we are going to put the XML back in the request and then fire the script using the Groovy. So that is something we'll try it out in the next session, which we have tomorrow. Tomorrow it will be same time only. Sorry, not same time, 8 o'clock, our regular time. We'll have the session at regular time. Okay guys, so today I had some urgent things to address. That's why I postpone it by half an hour. But tomorrow onwards, it will be same time, 8 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Okay, please try out this before we meet, because tomorrow's discussion is going to be continuation of what I have just explained. So please make sure you try it, and recording I will put it on YouTube maybe after half an hour or so. You can take the recording also. Okay, everyone. Okay, then
Okay.
thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Thank you and have a good day. Good night.